Good morning, everybody, and welcome in. It's House Edge Live with old Johnny here on Casino Gaming TV. The audio today may not be the greatest because I'm using a different microphone today because I have a guest coming in with me, and to avoid the echo craziness, I'm using a different mic, so that hopefully that'll help us out. So anyway, let's get to it here, and we have so much to go over today. But before we start, obviously we're going to go through and talk about the bridge, which is this. You're going to hear a whole lot of stuff on the show. Right? My guest may have some opinions to share. I don't know. All of it, though, gets wrapped up in this. Everything that you hear, see, experience on my show, on anybody else's show, right? Make sure you filter it all through this lens of like, what's my bankroll? How do I view risk? What is my opportunity? Is it to leave with money or is it to play for the win, right? Do I have discipline? Have I set a goal? Are my emotions in check? We might talk about some emotional stuff today, matter of fact. At the end of the day, your strategy and your mindset brings it all together. And I want you to really think about that, right? Because there's no guaranteed way to win, but there are definitely ways you can lose a lot more by not being smart, not leaning into the important stuff that we talk about here every day. So, with all that said, let's jump into the show here. And a couple things on the schedule of note. Again, Big AZ's big thing is going to be the weeks after Craps for the Cure. Casino tiers, I made some updates up here for them. The October 2nd, 3rd are sold out. There's a couple, I think one ticket left on Sunday, I think Ed said. Let me just double check that. I think he said there is one slot left for the 4th, which is Sunday. So if you want to get into Vegas for the 4th, for the one last day of the casino tiers event there's one there. In Biloxi, the Saturday, the 16th is sold out. The Sunday has 4 slots available, and he's got some more stuff going on there. So if you want to, you can't hear me at all. I'm showing that I can, that it's pinning. All right, let me try this. Can you hear me now? Is that better? You should be able to hear me now, I hope. Turn the volume up on Randy, the audio. Oh, okay, the audio's fine. I thought that I was doing good. I can change kind of the way that it comes out, I guess. But anyway, all right, maybe this is Randy's setup. All right, here we go. So there's the casino tier stuff. The Crash for the Cure stuff is going well. I actually, you probably noticed on the channel, the new logo finally came. I've been working with a couple of different designers, and just, you know, the one person I hired, I fired 2 people. The third one still didn't get it right. So I went back to the guy that did it before, and we just revamped last year's chip with a different style on it. Those are out. I'm going to get the merch store up tonight. Actually, as soon as we're done the show, I'm going to make merch. But look at how good we're doing. We've got $2,600 raised so far. We've got $1,100 in dog training supplies already purchased. We have somebody who's donated $750 to the main thing. We haven't sold a raffle ticket yet or any high impact items yet, but I'm going to walk you through the website here in a little bit and show you all the things that we've got, and including something new and exciting. And for that, I thought it'd be more impactful, instead of me talking about it, then let's have the person who's donating that come on. So with that said, welcome to the man, Gargoil. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing good. Good morning to you and everyone else on the coffee. Well, it's not the coffee run, but to me, will always be the coffee run.
Yeah, well, the coffee run is going to be a new thing. I'm going to move that over to the Pro Craps channel at some point and actually try and do a coffee run every day where I'm throwing the dice. So I'll do 2
Yeah.
lives a day, 1 on each channel, most likely. So it's a bitch being a YouTube star. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you have something for us. You want to talk about what you're donating and the reasons behind it, I guess, too, because I think what people don't know about you is what a huge historian you are, and how into the history of the game and all the crap stuff you are.
Right, right. And I've been collecting casino stuff for years, mainly craps layout, craps, whatever. I do have like chips and stuff like that, but I have, and you've seen them, and some have seen them online. I have lots of different layouts,
Oh
blackjack
yeah.
layouts, craps layout, some from casinos that don't exist anymore. So, um, as you know, for the first craps for the cure, we yeah, we donated a layout, and that was received very well.
Hmm.
So for this one, um, I'm going to be putting up 3 as options, and to the person that to the winner, they'll get to receive to choose which one. And
Yeah.
I know you have the pictures. I don't know if you can bring them up or not,
I'm going
but
to
I
do
know
it
you have
right
the
now, as a
picture.
matter of fact. Let me go switch over here, and hopefully your voice is still good. Oh, that's not what we want to see. We want to see my browser. Hold on a second. Let's go to Firefox. Where did it go? Bam. Can you all see that? There it goes. All right. G, can you say something real quick? Let me make sure you're on.
Yeah,
There you
yeah.
go. Okay, you're there too.
Can you guys still hear me?
Um,
So the first option is a new layout from the Aladdin. And the Aladdin has got rebranded to Planet Hollywood. This is a brand new layout, and if you go to on Google or whatever and search for Aladdin Casino and stuff like that, you will see that logo on some of their tables. So that is a true brand new layout. I don't know how many exists. I know maybe a few, but I definitely know that it's becoming more and more rare.
mhm.
They have some blackjack layouts, they have some poker layouts, but for craps, they've destroyed a lot of them, and some people just took them home, and they used it for whatever. This is brand new, never used, and one of the ones that they picked up, and they just when the casino decided to close down. Not sure about how it got to where that person had it, but I have it now,
That's
and
very cool.
that's all that matters. So that's one of the options. The second option, and I really went back and forth on this because people don't understand, these are like my children. So you're pretty much going, I'm auctioning one of my kids to, um, this is the one that I recently got from the old Frontier. It is used, it is scarred, it's got blemishes on it because it's been on the actual casino table. I believe this is the last one in existence based on my research. I
Wow.
could be wrong. I could be wrong, but I've called, I've done some I've sent emails. This may be the last one in existence. So whoever wins this beauty really, really has a piece of history that will not we won't get back. But it is old. It's dungy. It's got blemishes. It's and if I have pictures that I can send more pictures. In the back, it's got stains where people pour drink, and I think at one area there's like a cigarette burn. Um, I don't know about anybody else, but for me, I love those. Those are battle scars. That's a layout that has seen stuff. If it can speak, it can tell stories that you and me and other people in the community will never be able to tell, right? um I love those battle scarred layouts, but I think for the good cause, um somebody could pick it up and be nice to it. My hope is that whoever picks up these layouts don't turn around and sell them on eBay. They stay with them as part of the history. um the last one is
I don't have a picture of the last one. I only have these three.
oh, well, I sent you the pictures. You probably didn't put them
I don't
up in the
have that.
text. So
Yeah, I only
but
see the three pictures.
huh
Oh no,
and
no, I do have it. No, wait a minute. You know what? I totally missed those, dude. I'm sorry. Let me let
no
me
worries.
let me pull that up. Hold on one second. I can do it right now. You know what? For some reason, I didn't have that. Shoot. Let me change
I
this real
can
quick, and I'll show it. Hold on
I
one second.
I can talk about it while you pull it
Yeah,
up.
yeah. I'm
So
just gonna change what's visible here so everybody can see that.
yeah,
This will be
so
the.
the last layout is brand new from the Mirage. Now, what makes this one unique because I'm pretty sure there are several layouts at the Mirage that are still in existence. What makes this one unique is it has the old palm trees colored next to the
Mm-hmm.
logo,
Right there.
which you don't often see, and it is crapless. You're not going to be able to see a lot of these out there. So this makes it unique. Now, some people may have Mirage layouts laying around, but not crapless. So that would be a third option, and those are the layouts that I'm putting up now. Not all of them, not all of them will go right to the winner is the choice. But you can talk about how the raffle is going to go and all that stuff.
Let me just change the screen here back again, and I will add this one. I'll add this one back. Firefox. I'll add this one back to the screen here. You know what? I'm sorry. I missed the. For some reason, in my text messaging app on my computer, it only showed the three that were grouped together, so I missed this one and the better view of the Frontier layout. So I will definitely. Yeah. Here's a great comment, which I think no truer words have been spoken. Vegas Dater says G has his own personal craps museum. I've been there and seen it, and I'm here to tell you, you're not even close to wrong on that one. It's when he's hey, let me show you something. We walk back behind, like under your stairs in the basement. Like, check this out, and he's got like felts from like everywhere, and they're all legit. This is like, look at that Frontier felt. I mean, that is unbelievable. That thing is like, and I have one up here, like the one that came with my table. Right. Let me go back to the. I'll leave you here. The one that came from my table, which was the Desert Inn, same thing as this one here. It's old. It smells like hell. There's cigarette burns in it. I know Sinatra played on my table. Right. That's how old my table and that felt is. Like you said, that thing has stories to tell. This one has stories to tell. But like you said, also the Mirage one, that one, it's a crapless Mirage. The Mirage is gone. Like, these are things that just will never exist anymore, right? They're very special. So anyway, I think it's really cool that you're putting this up. And again, so as the auction's going to work this way, not an auction, we're doing a raffle, right? So it's going to be buy tickets and you get a chance to win. I'll draw a winner at the end of the thing. For this item, the way we're doing it is this: the winner gets to choose one of the three, your favorite of the three. Um, and the tickets for this are $50 each. So you want a chance to win it. It's $50. Okay. And we're putting a reserve on it. So everybody understands what that means. We are putting a reserve of $2,000. Is that right? Or 2,500? What do we decide? I actually forgot. I think it's 2,000, right?
I think we were talking about 2,000 or 2,500.
Yeah.
I think 2,500.
I can raise. Yeah, I'll make me 25. I think
It's
2,500 is the right number.
it's literally giving it away for because it's just going to add value. The longer the person keeps it, the longer the value will be.
Agreed. And I think the way we're planning to do it is again $50 a raffle ticket. So really, it only comes down to 2,500 or 50 tickets, right? Is that what it is? Or 25 tickets? 2,500 divided by 50 is 50. So we need 50 raffle tickets to be sold for this thing. That's it, right? And that's it. So that's the plan here. And by the way, the same reserve will be held for another one of our raffle items. But these are pretty special things. I think it's a good time. Let me walk you through the website real quick and show everybody again where all these things are. So if you go to crapsforthecure.com, you'll find a couple of interesting things here. Okay, one is the schedule's done. There are 2 TBD slots in here that look like they're blank, but I feel like David and me are going to talk for more than an hour about the bridge. And I feel like Heavy and Gargoyle are going to talk for more than an hour. I have a feeling you guys might go a little long. So I'm leaving the spot after you open so you can go long, right? I just have this funny feeling that you and Heavy are going to have this amazing conversation about your history together and all that stuff. So I'm looking forward to that. As look at the closing of this event, by the way. It's you and Heavy together, and then everybody who's going to be there in attendance. We're doing a full Q&A, live Q&A, craps chat live. So that'll be like 25 people just talking craps in real time. So that's going to be an amazing way to end the whole event. And right after all that is when your auction's going to happen. When we'll draw the winner. So we'll know while you guys are talking who the winners are, which is I think pretty cool. But if you go here beside the schedule and we go click on any link, the events, the paper training, the high impact donations, you end up here at the website. The Craps for the Cure main donation page is complete and ready to rock and roll. So whatever you feel is in your heart to do, right? If you want to do something kind of high impact, these are like for bigger money folks, right? You can pay $1,000, right? And every $1,000 donation gets a day of training with Dice Coach Bo Parker, which is less than what he charges. Everybody who donates 5,000 gets to hang out all day with David and Alex. It's like go to Casino Quest, practice, learn, go to dinner with those guys, gamble with them all night long, right? You can get Casino Quest access, dealer training with auditions, right? So if you want to donate a big chunk of money and kind of PBS style, just you donate this, you get that kind of a thing. If you want to do the donations that we just talked about, there's two. There's the iconic history of craps felts that we saw from Gargoil. There's also Heavy has put up a full weekend seminar. Same thing as what we're doing with G. Okay. It's a $50 entry. It's a $2,000 reserve. So we need to have, in this case, 40 people put up $50 to go attend a 2-day seminar with Heavy. And again, that auction will be drawn on Sunday as well. And then there's the easy stuff, right? And I say easy stuff, but the more I just want to donate a couple $100. Cool. Come over here and pick your amount and donate it. If you would rather help the dogs, go to the Service Dog Training Fund and just pick something. I want to buy dog food. I want to buy a vest. I want to buy a mat. I want to buy the poopy bags, whatever you want to buy. And it tells you there's there's 540 remaining. There should be one remaining, not 540. One of those. The vitamins, there's going to be 15. We need 15 free month supplies for 2 dogs, right? They're $100. So if you want to go and help the dogs out directly, these literally go into a locker for the dogs or into an account for the dogs where they withdraw. Every dog's got their own accounting setup. So you want to help directly buy stuff that goes right into the dogs' lockers, right? And that's where the money goes. It's direct in, and it's only for our 2 dogs. Pearson, who's named after Ed's son, and Moochie, who's named after our good friend Chiro from Midmo Yo. So that's the website, right? Go to crapsforthecure.com and you can click the links to get, if you're going to come, please come. It's going to be a great time. I think we have 8 or 9 people coming besides our staff. So it should be a pretty good sized room there. And yeah, merch store will be up here in a little bit. So that's all that. Let's see. David's segment David's segment's going to go long 100% for sure. We'll talk about this later on when the reserve's not met. We're going to meet the reserve. I'm not worried about that. I think 50 people will donate or bid on the thing, but the money's going to go to the charity no matter what. But if the reserve's not met, the reserve's not met. I think that's we're trying to really lock in and getting that thing up because the felt's worth more than that. So that was a big ask of G there. So, all right, let's go on back and just talk for a minute. We have a little bit of time here. What time is it anyway? Is it 8 o'clock yet? It's almost 8. Boy, this half hour goes fast, doesn't it?
Dude, we had the thing yesterday with Jeff, and I thought we just started, and Jeff's like, "Hey, we're an hour and 15 minutes in." And I'm like, "What?"
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes I think he manipulates the time and the clock just to mess with me. But no, I mean, time just flies right by, and he's like, "Oh yeah, we've been talking for an hour and 15 minutes." And I'm like, "Holy crap!" I mean,
your pre-show
where
was
does
20
time
minutes.
go?
The pre-show last night went forever. I'm like, Jeff, hit the button. let's get to the good stuff, man. But it's funny because he said it to me on the phone a couple weeks back before he was talking to Ed, and he's like, "Yeah, we'll go half hour, an hour. We'll see what happens." I'm like, "Dude, it's not gonna be an hour show. Come on." And you guys never go for an hour. So I actually got up at 6 this morning. I didn't watch it last night live. I can never watch it live, but I was coming home from bringing mom to Jersey. I was in the car when you guys were live. So I watched a little bit last night and a little bit this morning, and I didn't finish it. I was like, I got up at 6 to watch, right? And I took all these notes, and I'm like, I never finished it. So I got to go back.
It was good. We had lively conversations, interactions, with the chat. It was good. Back to the Craps for the Cure. this is a good thing that you're doing. You've done it for several years. Um, you know, I know times are not easy, people's finances are not easy, but you know, anything that you can give, it doesn't matter. Even if it's $5 for something, it all adds up, and it will, the person that's donating and the person that's buying raffles and stuff, it makes you feel good about having taken care of a vet, in one way, shape, or form. It doesn't matter whether you donate $10,000 or you give $10,000 or $1. You're still part of the team that make this happen. So you know that's how I always felt about charities, and especially ones that are near and dear to my heart. And in this one, it's two. Me. I love animals, cats and dogs. I
Mm.
mean, because we don't have any children, and our cats are our children. In this case, my layouts are my children. Um, but this charity involves not just vets who mean a lot to me, um, especially from somebody that wasn't born here, but have came here and learned the history of this country and what vets meant to this country. But also it involves, dogs, which, if you can't take money out of your pocket and put it into this foundation because of the dogs, you know, I don't know. Your heart is solid rock. That's all I can say. I mean, I look at an animal and my heart melts, right?
We're gonna
I
meet a
can't
dog
help
at the event. We have a vet, so I'm not sure people know this or not, but at the event, Lori, who's I'm not sure her title is now. I think she's like the chief operating officer and I say like she has this great title, right? But that's just a small, or it's like 5 people that work for Vet moving forward. It's a tiny little company. She's bringing a vet with her, so we have a vet and his service dog with us live the whole 2 days. So we have to meet a dog. They're going to show us kind of what the dog can do. It's gonna be really cool to see the actual impact. He'll talk about what it's meant in his life and that kind, and like what it really meant, what it does. And I think you're right. Like it's tough times right now, but um, this year we made it so that a lot of the items are less than $50 even. Like the poop
Yep.
bags are $15. The chuck it balls I think are $26 or whatever they are. So if you are impacted by how the economy's going or your job or whatever, there is things you can do that are super light that and again it all goes like when that money comes in, we have already got a spreadsheet where Lori's going to earmark it all, right? So it'll have your name, you bought the thing, and every cent that we donate goes right into this. Like the $100 an hour for the training, it goes into a fund that pays the trainers. Like it's not like a big organization where it's all getting chewed up in operational costs. It's literally going right into the mouth of a dog. That's the reason why this is the third year of doing this with this group. It's the reason why, because I know that it all goes there. I know exactly where the money's going, and they can account for every penny of it. Um, so it's just not getting scooped up, and that's what I think is the best. And and other charities do that too. I know that like the Shriners do that, and St. Jude's. It all goes to the kids. You got to hunt those charities down where the money's well used, and this is one of them. It's for a great cause, and it's well used. So I can't, like I said, I when you pull one of your babies out like that and put it up, it means the world. It's such a great thing. I mean, it just because it's impactful to you too. Like that's a big, it's a big loss from you, right?
I I mean, you people may laugh at this, but every now and then I take them out, I roll them out, I look at them, I enjoy them. I mean, these are pieces of history that you know you won't see back. So when I struggle, but I know it's going to a good cause, and I'm hoping that the person that gets it, um, you know, keeps it, takes care of it. But
Yeah.
but I always struggled, and even Jeff, because I told Jeff, I won't do it again. Even when I was on the phone with him, he's like, I thought you said you're not going to do it again. I said, well, I have to. It's a good charity, and this is not me showing off. This is just me struggling with giving a piece because of that's it's it's stuff that I've been collecting for years,
Hmm.
so giving something away regardless, like I won't sell, I I sold one some time ago, and I won't do that again. I won't
Yeah.
do that. I would rather donate than to sell, because I'm not in it to make the money. Um, and I've told you, you don't have to say it out loud. You don't have to tell anyone, but I told you what I want done if anything
Hmm.
happened to me, in order for this to continue.
Yeah.
Um, and so, because I want next generations and everyone to see it and know about the history of the game we like to play, and sometimes we hate so much, and that's craps.
Well, I think people should know this too, and so I got to spend some time with you in person, and like the historian that you are, right? But like the lover of all the history, and it's not just craps. Like you've got baseball
No,
memorabilia in there. You've got movie memorabilia that is like if you're into movies, anybody here's into movies, like you've got a collection of some
yeah,
priceless things that are just
autographed movie
what?
posters.
Oh
Yeah,
my
some of
god,
them, the actors have already passed.
yeah,
The baseball is not me. I'm going to tell you right now.
that's your wife. I know.
That's my wife. That was part of the relationship agreement.
Hmm.
It goes into the man cave. Um, you know,
But
so
it's to me it's
that's
very
that's
cool because
that's
all
her.
all
But
what you're doing is it's for the good. And like we say, everybody, whatever anybody can do, they do. Some people can give items, some people can give money, some people, me and our staff, are giving time, right? Like Jen and Leon and Brian and Ryan and Ian, they're all, and Craig, we're all, and Jeff flying out there. Ed's flying out there to give time and FaceTime. And like, that's the thing, right? It's like, that's the way we help, right? It's whatever you can do is all good. It all works. And I think that's where I don't know. I'm just like, every year before the event, I always have these weird feelings before the event, and I'll share them with you now. But you're my counselor today, right? There are some, like, I always get super nervous, like it's not going to work, we're going to fail, because I feel like we're never going to hit the goal, and then I get like it's so much work, and I'm never doing it again. It's too much work, right? And then I talk to you, or Jeff, or anybody who's part of the crew, and they're always talk me off the ledge, and it's like, dude, this is for a good cause. It's not like I'm like, oh yeah, I got to be center myself. I just gotta, it's like what you were talking about last night on the show. It's like you cannot let other people's bullshit or the surrounding crap get into here. Like it's all here, right? And it's like I gotta remember that. Like just recenter and like, yeah, this is why we're here. You know what I mean? And like all the ancillary stuff doesn't really matter. It just get do the right
yeah,
thing.
well,
Don't be generation C in terms of
yeah.
the charity
Well,
thing.
I know you got to get to your show, and I got to go do my day job.
You got work.
Yeah. So, I hope, if you want more pictures, I'll send you more pictures to put on the site. Um, I'm I may, during our next session, the dice dowsing technique, I may have him out and
Ooh,
displaying, if
cool.
Jeff's okay with it, that it won't run the show longer, because I know Vegas will be right after right after the week after. So I can get him up. I didn't have a chance to do it yesterday because I didn't want to spoil the announcement from this morning. But
Yeah.
now that it's the cat's out of the bag, I can't say that. I don't have cats. And now that the news is out, then I can do this. But anyway,
Yeah.
enjoy the show.
Will do.
I love the way um, the new direction the show's taken. I told you, when we first met, I told you years ago, you do the show that you like,
Yeah.
not the show that other people want you to do, right? So, because if you're doing what other people want you to do, then you're not going to be happy. You do the show that you want to do,
Yeah.
and that's what you've been doing, and
Yeah.
I love that.
Do the show I want to
So,
watch. That's your
yep,
exact
yep,
advice.
exactly. So have a good show, and
All right.
everybody, enjoy the rest of the week. And anybody that watched us yesterday, thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting Jeff, and his channel.
Thanks,
All right,
G.
my friend.
Appreciate you, man.
I'll
Love you.
talk to you
Bye.
later.
All right.
Yep. Bye.
Yeah. All right, folks. Let's get back to the regular stuff then. I guess right. It was cool having G part of this thing, and I'm telling you, um, it's no it's no small thing that he's donating one of the. And we kind of joke about it a little bit, but him releasing one of his felts like that is a big deal. He's got a lot of them, right? And every one of them's got those stories behind it. So I think it's super cool that he's doing that. All right, how does one take care that they win it? That's a great question, Skill. So we talked about this, he and I actually. So I've got the felt from my table, right? That came with mine, which is the one from the Desert Inn. So there's a couple things you can do with it, right? What he does with his, he rolls them up on, internally facing, right? So the backside is up, and he has them in boxes, and he has them with those little, what do you call those things? The little, like the silicone gel packets. They're in tubes in the gel packet with gel packets in a dry environment. Number one. Um, the other option you've got, which I'm going to do and I've got two felts that I want to do this to, right? And I've shown you them. The one is the Desert Inn felt. The other one I've got is the Jacob felt, the one from Wager Me This Is channel, right? His original felt. I'm going to go get those framed. And the one from Jacob's not that hard. It's only I think it's a 4x6 or something like that. So it won't be that terrible. The one from Desert Inn is huge. It's a 14-foot felt. I may fold it in half and have that mounted. And again, they're going to mount it. I'll have Hobby Lobby do it or something like that. They'll put the wood backing, the silicone gel in there, and they'll mount it against glass, and I'll put that up on the wall. But if you're not going to mount it for display, then yeah, you roll it, you put the silicone things in there, and you put it in a box, or like somebody here says PVC would be great. Something like that would be fantastic. So all right. Yeah, that's a great question. That's a great question. And thanks for this. You're right. We have a great. So what people don't know probably is how good that group of friends is. Like and they give me a bunch of grief, right, all the time, which is what they're supposed to do. But they bust their asses. I mean, everybody, Ian and Jen and Ryan and Brian and Craig and Chris and Jeff and I'm missing Leon, David and Alex. They all go all in every year on this thing, which is amazing. So I'll thank them again at the thing, but of course it's a great group. It really is a great group. All right. So I'm going to quickly run through a couple things here. We'll give you a preview of tomorrow's show, and then we'll go and cut it here for the day. So coming up here, let's see, where am I at here? Tomorrow, we're going to talk about what did we learn in the One Win Challenge. We're going to discuss my Fab Five and why. We're going to discuss what my hammer strategies are, and then we'll get to our regular Q&A and stuff like that. Tomorrow's show is going to be a more normal show. We'll get to talking about craps and all that kind of fun stuff, and that's about it. I think that's all I've got here. So yeah, tomorrow, bankroll, betting tiers, and goals. That'll be our next show. So tomorrow's going to be kind of a recap of the one win. Then we're going to get into actually managing bankroll and betting and goal tiers. I want to talk more deeply about what it means to win, what it means to lose, and how that affects your buy-ins. Okay, so that's going to be. We'll get into some money management stuff and get back to some more John style teaching and things that I nerd out about. So I think that's it. With that said, guys, I'm gonna cut out and get to work here. I got a couple things coming right at 8:30, so I want to make sure I'm prepped for my meetings. Y'all have a great day. Thanks again to G. Thanks again to Jeff, and thanks again to the whole team. Love y'all. I'll see you tomorrow morning. God bless every one of you. And that's it. I'm out.